I'm Lisa Collins.
Channing Tatum.
For Hollywood.com. Action.
The origin of the movie came, it was a basketball film actually first. And the basketball games just got more violent and more violent and more violent until I just sort of said it in a joke at a meeting that, why don't we just make it fighting? And because I've been a fight fan since like it started, and UFC-wise, you know, my dad boxed. And so, and Ditto and I's, I think, whole plan with this thing is to do, you know, to do a commercial film and to put great characters in it. And you know, because a lot of people, when they do commercial films, they don't think that it can be, you know, really deep or, you know, have really complex emotion and struggle. So. There's not one frame of the film that I'm not in, and I'm very, very proud of it. There's, yeah, a lot of bangs and bruises, and we tried to do something different, you know, with this film. We didn't want it to feel so choreographed and so sort of, you know, we wanted it to be messy, you know, like a real fight. You don't know who's winning a fight until one person's on the ground. Terrence might be one of the most dearest people in the world to me. He taught me so much. You know, I met him at Sundance when God Recognizing Your Saints, which was Ditto's first film and my first film with Ditto. And, you know, it was such a really hardcore film, and it was special to us. And Terrence came up, and I've been watching him since I can remember. And I think Dead Presidents was the first time I think I saw him. And he comes up to me, and he's like, I said, you know, what did he say? I can't remember really what he said. He said something like, what you did in that movie inspired him. And for me to like be inspiring someone that I respect so much, I like literally almost welled up in tears. Like, it was one of the more moving moments in my life. I'm from Florida, so like there's a huge Spanish population, and so there's a quinceañero every weekend when you're that age, like every single weekend. And Florida in general is just it's a great state for culture and community and dancing and music and so at that age, you know, I got tired of being the tall, skinny white kid that couldn't dance, and I would go and grab an abuela and be like, teach me, and you know, eventually, you know, it just sort of rubbed off. It was nice. I played Duke in G.I. Joe, and it was kind of, yeah, look, I grew up with it, you know. I remember it came on, I think, right either before or after Thundercats, and it was like, those were my two favorite, like, cartoons growing up. And I had G.I. Joes and everything, and that's why it was really hard for me to even think about trying to take on Duke, one of my, like, childhood sort of, you know, I don't know, icons. That is probably, I'm speechless on that. I'm so proud that he's our president, that it's kind of ridiculous. And it's the first time I ever voted. I've never voted before, and I had to this time. And that just that even got to him was incredible. I don't know. You just sort of, in my life, I've just sort of kind of. You find yourself being interested in something, and then, I don't know, I fell in love with acting about 4 or 5 years ago, and I never imagined being here. I just want to keep working, I guess, and that was the whole point to get started, I guess, and it's still the point today.
I'm Lisa Collins.
Channing Tatum.
Yes, with fighting. Come see his movie. Okay.
Please, 24th, April.
How do I do this?
All right. So just elbows in, elbows down. Okay. All right. Just jab it out. Relax. That was good. That was good.